Hello, hello, happy Friday. Today is September the 11th. And I'm just going to do some craft work. Just going to wait and see who is going to be around to join me. All right, so I'm going to be doing the looms. I'm going to show you what I have done already, show you before. You guys could bring your crochet items, knitting, arts, whatever you want to do, and let's craft together. If anybody wants to come up with your craft work and join me, please let me know. And I just want to welcome everyone, anybody that's hiding behind the bushes and in the chat room or watching the replay of this video. Hello, 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 and welcome. All right, so these are the ones I made before. And Mama Bear, this is Papa, and this is going to be a little one for a female, and then I'm going to start today with the boy, and that's the girl. So let's go in here. So that's how they look, and they're going to be stuffed, and I'm going to be putting them through the face, and I'll show you that when it's done. And this is the last one I made, so this is the one I'm going to be working on today. I was gifted these hooks, latch hook, the hooks for the looms. I'm going to try to use them today. I never used them before. These, you could find them at, I saw this particular one at Hobby Lobby. So yeah, so we're going to try that out and see. I'm going to be using them for the very first time. Sorry, I dropped my. This is the one I normally use, the single one. And I don't know if you can see it. And then these are the doubles. So you can get your work done faster. I really enjoy doing it. So either way, it's fine with me. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to share with you the colors I'm using is this nice baby blue. And this is a lighter color blue right here. That's what I will be doing today. I'm going to be doubling the yarn. Because with loom, you need to do it with a 5 bulky yarn and up. If you're using a 4 medium weight, like I'm using here, it's best for you to double it. Okay? So I already got her tied right here. And it's ready to go. So I'm going to start at this end here. I never did this flat, but we're going to get cast on here. I hope you can hear me. So I did finish one of my blankets. Another blanket, that would be blanket number 2. I will share that with you on Whip Friday. The loom is also great for people that don't want to use needles to knit. So this is an easier way to do it. It might be easier for some. Pulling some more yarn for myself. Hope everybody had a great week. And everybody is doing well. All right, so that's the first row, which is a cast on. So I am cast on. Yay, I'm cast on. Now we're going to do the first row. And so we are going to go back around on the top like this, all the way around. Just going to wait for some people to come in. If anybody want to grab your crafty work, come and join me. Maybe share what you're working on, share the project. We don't have a channel where you show your works. You could come and share here. I need some more yarn, and I'm coming to the end of the first row. And make sure right here. This is the end of the first row. Right there. And we're going to secure it. We're going to take the bottom yarn and bring it over to the top. And then we're going to bring this one down. So this is row 1. I need to look at it so I could do it, and then I'll show you guys this. Just explained how to do it. All right, so now my work is secured. This right here is where I attach the yarn. You can see it here. So when I attach the yarn here, I don't start in this row because I want this to be my last row. So I could just start from here. And when I cast on the one next to it. Then I go all the way around, do the first row like I just did, and now this is row number 1. So now we're going to be doing the same thing. All of these here pegs, we have to bring up the yarn. So now we're going to bring this one over, this one over, this one over. And the great thing about this is that you could take your time with it. Okay, so I just hook it on there. And let's see, move my stuff out of the way. You see right there. And then you just keep going. You flip it over. Try to get as close to the peg as you can as you go over, so your work won't turn out loose. Okay. So there we go. So we're just going to continue going. like this. I hope you guys can hear me. And there we go. Just like that. You see, I took these that were here and I put them over the pegs. Okay. And then you're going to see them right here. They're right here. And that's going to be row number 1. It is 7:30 p.m. Eastern time here. So I'm going to turn off my AC. And it's right next to me. I'm not going anywhere far. And then we're going to continue this work. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, anybody that has any projects wants to come up can come up. Let's see what you're working on so we can share each other's work. I got my polyfill here and I'm going to be stuffing them and putting on the safety eyes. And then I have to still do the arms, which is not much, and the legs. And then I'm going to show you work on something else. Maybe that's much better. You can hear me better. I turn off the AC. I usually turn it off at night because it gets too cold here. It was freezing last night. I can't believe my daughter, my eldest, told me that she already turned on the heat the other day. I said, girl, don't do that. Just cover the AC with a blanket if cold air is coming in when you have it off and it's coming in from outdoor. Because supposedly next week is going to be in the 80s. So I was going to remove my AC. But my daughter said, no, Mom, leave it there because it's going to be hot next week. Which makes me happy because I have more vegetables growing that if I get a week of hot weather, they'll do well. So yeah. But anyways, like I said, I finished another blanket. And now I'm working on my other whips. And I haven't picked up any of my items for like 2 days. I finished that blanket 2 days ago. So I'm very happy that I could be able to do this today. And then we're going to move on to another blanket that I'm working on. It feels so good to finish projects, and then you can move along to the next one and be like, check, did this, did that, get it done. It feels really good. And then if you're going to sell it, and if you're going to give it as a gift, give it as a gift. Yeah, so you just flip them over like this. I usually go faster, but because I'm in front of a camera here and I'm trying to see, I cannot. I'm just going to take my time tonight. I'm going to do some of this, and then I'm going to move on to the next project. Yeah. There you go. Looks like we're coming to the end of row 1. So once I come to the end of row 1, hold on a second. I want to see where this one is. I just moved that one over. All right, we're at the end. So I did row 1. It has been flipped over. And there goes the row inside there. The cast on in row 1 is in the loom. This is a 24 peg loom. And now I remove this because now I did row 1, the cast down. Now my work is secure. So now I would take this out and I would just pull it like this, pull the knot out. There it goes, it's loose, no more knots. And then I'm going to bring it to the inside of the project and let it hang out in here like this, just like the knitting machine, right in there. So it's in here. Okay. Now I don't have to worry about that. And now all you have to do now, because you need to start row 2, you just bring this down. You take this and you bring it down. This is where I want to try out this because it's faster supposedly. And like I said, I never worked with this. This is from KB Loom Doubled Hooks Crochet. What it says? Crocheters. That's another language. But this is what I'm going to be trying to use right now. This was gifted to me by Jeannie. Shout out to Jeannie. And she is Proverbs 31 Woman Yarn. That's the name of her channel. So there's 2 sizes. There's this one. And then this one's bigger. This is wider right here. It's wider right here. So it depends how wide your pegs are. I think this one might be too small. So I don't think it's going to reach. It doesn't reach to this one. So I'm going to go with the purple one. So let's see if I could grab 2 together on the same time. Oh, look, I can. There it goes. And you bring it down. So that makes your work a little faster. Okay, let's try again. I bring 2 together at the same time. You do have to make sure you grab the yarn. And let's see if I could grab them at the same time. This one's really stuck in there. Sometimes they get really stuck inside there. This is like a little head with a curve right here, and that grabs your yarn. Hold on a second. It's being stubborn. Okay, so now let's see if it goes. If it pulls them both like that. So I guess you got to get used to it. I think it's faster for me right now with the single because I've been using it for years. So ain't no problem. There's nothing wrong with this gadget. Let me just try again. And also I just shoved it in there. Where's the other one? And I had to really look at it. Yeah. I'm trying to grab it from under the head like this. Oh, there it goes. I did pull it down. All right. So it takes some practice, some taking used, getting. Oh, there it goes. That one was faster for you to get used to it. That's all. Let's see. I do want to use this because it's faster and you get your work done. Just gotta grab it. There it goes. Plus, remember, I'm using double yarn. This is double the yarn, so it's might be a little more difficult than using a number 5 bulky yarn, 1 strand. This is 2 strands. So you got to keep that in mind too, that this is 2 strands. So I'm trying to bring it down. Thank you, anybody watching behind the bushes. I do appreciate you. God bless you. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. And I hope everything's well with you guys. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? Yeah, what I did, I would like to share a little bit I did this week. I haven't been to the parks in Connecticut because of, you guys already know the story, right? because of the injuries and everything like that. I don't know why this one's not flipped over. Hold on a second. I must have skipped one because I can't see without putting it in front of the camera. All right. So these are the last two right here. Oh, look at that. That was quick. Okay. I think I like the hook, but I'm going to keep using it and then maybe more later give a review about it. Can't just give a review right now. All right. So let me get some more yarn. I hope this yarn doesn't get tangled. Get more yarn and let's get to work. Anybody wants to come up and let's have some fun. This is what I'm going to be making. I don't know what size. He might be an older brother. So now we're going to continue going all the way around. All the way around. You could get your kids to do this. Start making gifts for Christmas. Can you believe it? Less than 3 months from now, guys. Are you guys ready? Are you getting ready? Or maybe this year Christmas is going to be tough for some of us. Right? Because, you know, prices has just gone up for a lot of things. And we'll appreciate Black Friday for sure, right? Black Friday, I think that would be the best time for people to shop. I hope the stores are listening and put their things on items on Black Friday. It would be much cheaper, more affordable, you know. But I just went and got the car oil change today. So see, this is, you always got to make sure that this is where I always end, is where this peg is. That's where it always reminds me. If you end here, then you're missing a loop. So don't flip it. Just always make sure you end on the right one. So you could have this, you can make do the project without any holes or mistakes. Okay. So now I wrapped it. This is my guy right here. There we go. Yeah, so as I was saying, I went to this park I love so much. I was there for almost 2 hours, guys, because I haven't been there in so long. And oh my gosh, a lot of leaves fell already at the park, guys. But let me grab some yarn. But what I want to share with you guys is that, you remember that flood we had? I told you guys about here in Connecticut with that big storm. I even did a quick little short video what happened in front of my house. Well, that part got affected. And oh my gosh, I have to take you guys to show you. This flood really did damage to a lot of people's businesses and homes. And I did put a link to a man who lives in Oxford, Connecticut, which is the town I go to every day. Wait, I think that was too big. No. Let's see flipping, how this will work. Because before it was bringing it down. Let's try flipping it over, right? So it's going to grab 2 strands. I wonder if it's too big. So yeah, so he made a video showing you guys all the damages that happened in his neighborhood, around the town. It's amazing what water could do, guys. Amazing. Okay, I can't do it flipping. I'm going to have to practice that off camera. So it's amazing what the damage water could do to your home, businesses. It even broke down the bridge and everything, destroyed the bridge, part of the bridge. And yeah. So the park had a lot of leaves that fell. Leaves are changing colors now for the fall. I went to the beach area because I needed some sand. I brought something to just get a cup of sand. And even the sand on the top, you could tell nobody's been there at the beach area after this flood. So even the sand area, it looks like no one touched it because the substance of the top, what the damage with the water did, a lot of trees and bushes has this clay kind of substance and it's gray. It was on the sand as well. So I said, oh my gosh, I won't be able to use the sand. I'm going to tell you what I was going to use the sand for. But I moved it with my foot, the top layer, and the bottom layer was just regular sand. So I went to get sand because I'm starting my winter crops, and right now they're outside, guys, and I'm excited because just 3 or 4 days ago I started the winter crops, and my my butter crunch lettuce already came up. So it already sprout, but I want to do some indoors with my growing lights, and so if you put sand after you do your plant, you put your plant in a pot with the dirt. If you leave it just like that and you're just growing the plant in the house, you get these little bugs that go on there. They want to lay eggs and all that. So to prevent that, you put sand over it, and you will never see those bugs because they don't like the sand. So yeah, I got that trick from another YouTuber. So I'm happy that I was able to get it because those little bugs, they could be a nuisance. Yeah. So anyways, back to the park. So I went to the park and I went for a walk, and I noticed that they had I wish they would leave the park alone because the park is it's nature. And they they put benches and grill, but when they touch the ground, natural earth, I get a little upset because leave the park the way it was made by God. But anyways, they did a garden in one area of the park, and the garden was for pollinators. So I missed it this year. It must have been beautiful. And they have a sign explaining all the plants they put there and the pollinators. So they are perennials. They will come back next year, but I will take you guys. The plants are already dry up, but you leave them there. They're actually supposed to prune them. You leave them there, and then they will grow back next year. But it attracts a lot of butterflies. So that is the second row done. And so it attracts a lot of butterflies and different insects and bugs. I mean, it looked nice, but I love that park. I just love it. And I was just sad what the flood did, the damage that the flood did. So this is the thing. I think it has damaged food for the animals. We have a lot of deers here. So driving on Route 8 for the last week, first I saw a dead deer on my going north. Then I saw another dead deer going south. And then another day I went down going south, and I saw a deer thank God not getting onto the road on the highway. He was more by the bushes, but he came out. And so I think he was smart. He was seeing that he's parked in the wrong place, and he was trying to find a way out. That's what's wrong with the deer. So I think they are, I'm wondering why they're going up to the highway, because this is the fourth deer. And I'm not sure. I know I saw an adult deer and 2 baby deers that were hit by cars. They were killed, but they were running on the highway. Deers are not that smart. So when I went again, it was not a baby deer, but also not an adult deer. It was in between, maybe a teenager. And he was just looking. I think what they're doing is they're looking for food. So they're going to the highway and they're trying to cross over. That's what's going on. And then they get hit by a car. Very sad, very sad. Okay, I'm going to use the single one because I'm faster with that one until I get used to that. Yeah, so you just keep going like this. Just gonna do a few rows, and we're gonna go to the next project, the blanket I'm working on. Let's see. Hi, Lydia. Welcome in. Yarn Works by Lydia. Aisha. Welcome in, Aisha. Aisha. Handmade items. How you guys doing? How you guys doing, girls? How you doing? Hope everything's well. Yeah, so that's what I think is going on with the highway, because I have seen other animals, not just deers. I think the flood probably damaged their food, and they're trying to find food. But they're going the wrong way. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go on Facebook and let people know that live here that between two exits that I'm seeing them, just to keep their eyes open and don't drive so fast, because I mean, whatever car hit those deers, I know it did damage to the car for sure. But the park was affected, and you could tell visibly that the park was affected. The water went up really high, and so the bottom of the trees where the leaves are and the bushes by the water, that's all gray. It's not green. So it was the flood that it did, and they had to drain that area. They had to close the road. They had to close the park. Yeah, so I was the only one there walking towards the beach. Well, it's not a beach. It has the sand and everything, but it's more like it's a lake. And anyways, I was kind of nervous because I was like, because there has been bear sightings there. But it was a beautiful morning, and it was nice that I was able to go out to the park and enjoy. I didn't even want to go home. I was 2 hours there, just enjoying nature. And I said, oh man, I should have brought me a project and sat here and knit or crochet for a little while. Wow, because it was a nice breeze. It felt like fall. But I saw all the leaves on the ground, and I was like, oh. And then now on the highway, there's a video on my channel where I'm showing you my ride to my daughter's house, and it looks real beautiful. Well, now they've been changing to colors. So we are in the beginning of signs of the fall, guys. So if anybody wants to come up and join me, let me know so I could drop the link. Guys, Aisha, Lydia, what you guys are working on? So we are on row. This is row 3. Yeah, so that's what I did. I went to the park. I went to 2 parks. I went to another park. Oh my gosh, the scenery up on a hill. It is beautiful. Beautiful scenery. And then I went to a waterfall. We have a little waterfall here in my town. But Connecticut has quite a few waterfalls. But the one in my town, there is one, but it's smaller than the others. But it's really, really nice. We have a lot of trail walk parks and things like that. And actually, I was looking for mushrooms, and I was looking for elderberries. They grow in these parks. I didn't find any, so somebody bet me to it. But yeah, they had some elderberries. They were some bushes there that grew. Blueberries. I seen them in that park. So usually harvest for that is August and September. They'll be ready for you to harvest it. Yeah, so it's really sad to see the park that way, but it will recover, because one time there was a flood in that park because of rain as well. And I didn't know, and I was visiting the park, and actually I saw the water. They didn't close that area, and I saw the water. I mean, the kids, we couldn't go through. So it had just happened the day before. So I guess the park rangers didn't get a chance to close the row, but I was able to get in. So a few years back, like 3 years back, maybe 4, I did a little short video about it. That was the first time I ever saw that flood. But the flood that hit us about 3 weeks ago has done a lot of damage here. It has affected people's jobs. Yeah. But anyways, yep, I'm excited to start on this blanket. I finished one. I still have to do the baby blanket, but that one I'll finish it in a couple of days. Plus, I have to go shopping for yarn for that one. So I don't think I have that pink she wants. So I have not been to Joann's or anything yet to go get it. And I think I'm going to go to Joann's because they have a lot of that Lion Brand Pound of Love, which I love for baby blankets as well, among other wearables. But also, the Bernat baby sport yarn is what I like too for baby's blanket. But because this baby's almost is 10 months old, I don't want to use the Bernat baby sport blanket. That's a number 3. And I usually use that for newborns through up to maybe up to 3 months, 0 to 3 months. And then I could use the other yarns for the older babies, because the reason being is when you're a newborn, you don't want nothing heavy on your body. So a 4-weight yarn is too heavy for a baby. So I usually use a number 3 for babies. Yeah. So it's gonna look like this, because I don't know if you guys, how long you guys been here. This is very soft yarn. It's gonna look like this, and I'm gonna close this here after I stuff it, and then I'm gonna do the face and little legs and little arms. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. I used the loom for this one. So see, it's a knit stitch, stockinette. So that's what's called. It's not a garter stitch that the loom makes. The loom makes with you. There's different patterns you can use for this loom. It doesn't have to be this stockinette pattern. It could be another pattern. But this is what I'm using. And because I have to make 4, which I already made 3, I'm on my last one. So I want to hurry up and make him, so I could be done with this set, you know. So this is the other 2 that I made already. And, well, I already did on the loom. And then there's this one. And I'll be done with it for this set. All right, guys, don't forget the thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I was looking at my watch hour, guys. I need help. I am not even at 1,000. I'm at 800 and something watch hour. So if you guys can help me out on that, I will appreciate it 1,000,000 times. And I am going to put a new, I'm going to put, change the names on one of my playlists so that you know which one to watch. And let it run. You know, you don't got to sit there and watch it. You got to let it run. And, Yeah, so now I'm taking these out down like this. And you could use your fingers if you want once it comes down, or see is that it gets in here. So you have to pull them down to start the next row. Yeah, so I'm so happy I finished that blanket. So happy. Now I gotta work on the purse because it's for a friend and she wanted the blanket and the purse to be the same color. Well, the purse she just wanted black and pink, no white on it. No white, just black and pink. She comes here for the holidays, so I'm just gonna wait for her to come here. They come for Christmas and New Year's from Florida. I mean, I could ship it to her too, but since it's Christmas and they're coming up here for Christmas from Florida, I could just wrap it up for her and give it to her, and she could have something to open up here while she's visiting among the other presents that her family's going to probably give her. There. So I'm very happy how everything's turning out, and also with my garden. I'm very happy that now we're done with the summer crops. I harvest most of my tomatoes. There's just 7 more growing. Those I'm going to keep as green tomatoes. I just need them a little bigger to give it to a neighbor because she wants them to use the recipe of fried green tomatoes. Yeah. All right, so we're going to stop there, but let me show you how it looks in the inside. So you see the work right there? So this is the right side. The bottom is the wrong side. So this is the right side. So this is how it's looking so far. Like that. All right. Now let's move on to the second project. Again, these are the yarns I'm using for the loom. I double it 2-strand with this beautiful baby blue. And this is just a top darker blue that I'm going to be using it with. That I have joined together and to double the number 4 yarn so it can become a bulky yarn, because the loom, as you can see the work in there, you can see that work right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. That work right there, you're not going to have any holes, because that's why if you use a 4 yarn, you can, but know that your project is going to have some holes in it, or like a bigger hole in the project, which is fine too, because it'll be like, like when we do our crochet work and all that. So other people have done it. But yeah, that's the look I'm looking for. So when I'm done, it's going to look like this. And then this is the yarn I'm going to use for the head, which is this bulky yarn as well. Is actually the same yarn I used here. So this is how it will look. So that's when I'm done. All right, so let's put this away. Except the scissors. I'm drinking grape juice today, and I haven't drank grape juice in I don't know how long, but it's great for your health, for your heart. Sometimes you get tired of drinking water. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple yarns. First, let me show you the project. I'm going to level number 3. And this is the blanket I am going to be working on that I haven't worked on a whole year. So this is the blanket I am going to be working on. And there's the snowflakes and the hearts. And then the next pattern This is a graph blanket. Let me just check here, get the name for you. So this is from Jada and Stitches. This is the Fail Isle Style Tile. It's called Tile. These are tiles. For the year of 2023. So every month you do one. So this snowflake one was the first one. So this is January of 2023. This is March. And now I'm going to be doing April. So the April, I'll show it to you now. Let me just make sure. I'll show you how April looks. Give me a minute because it's running ads. But yeah, she has a lot of great patterns after this one. A lot of great patterns that I would like to try them out. But Jada and Stitches channel, this is hers. Her tutorial is a crochet along graph pattern calendar blanket. So now let me show you the next one I'm going to be working on. So if you can see that there, it's this green one for March. So that's the one I'm going to be working on now. That is going to go on top of the hearts right here. Okay. So that's the one I'm working on. Isn't it beautiful? It's like tiles. That's what it is. Beautiful, baby. Isn't that beautiful? This blanket's going to be for me. And this is my first one. This is my first time doing something like this. It's fun. And today I feel a little gloomy. I feel a little sad. And I said, let me pick something up that is going to lift up my spirits. And let me go online because I need to connect with people. So that's why I invited you guys over. If you guys are doing any, want to come up. And let me get my hook. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to start from this end here. And I'm using Pound of Love Lion Brand in white. This big ball of white. I'm using this one. And now I had different greens. Let me share the greens that I want to share with you guys. You guys maybe tell me which one you like. Okay. So for February, you know, February is Irish, you know, holiday. So it's either this green, which is a beautiful green from Mainstay Yarn, Walmart's yarn. Okay, either this one. And now this yarn here is what I was telling you I used for my daughter's blanket that I talked about a few lives ago. And I couldn't remember the name of the blanket. I mean, the yarn. This is it right here. And it's from Hirschner's. And I have a video on my playlist of Hirschner's haul. First time buying Hirschner's and Hirschner's. And so this is the other green from Hirschner's. And then this is the lighter green from Hirschner. So let me bring up the camera a little bit. All right. So that's the brand right there. That's the brand I used my daughter's blanket for. This yarn right here. Not this color, but this is the brand. So it's Hirschner's Worsted 8 yarn. A full 8-ounce ball. This is 8 ounce. I couldn't see it because I have my distant glasses instead of my reading glasses. So I was buying their packs of 4 because they were cheaper. So it would be a pack of 4 with two other yarns. This is 8 ounce pack of 4. Similar that will go together with this yarn. And this is 100% acrylic. I already told you it's 8-ounce ball. 489 yards. Okay. It's a number 4 weight, made in China. Now, at the time, before, 2020, it was affordable. I don't know about now, but they used to have a 4-pack, and they will always have them on sale for $12.99, $14.99, depending on the yarn. Okay, that's a steal because it's 489 yards. So now I haven't been in Hirschner's website in a while, so I want to go check it out because I do love my daughter's blanket. It doesn't frayed or anything like that. It doesn't peel. Is lovely, lovely yarn. Okay, so which one you guys like? This one, number 1, number 2, or number 3, which is this one? Let me know which one you guys like. And remember, this is going to go for the next step. Let me grab my hook while you guys decide. And I will tell you which one I'm going to use. So for this blanket, I'm using a 5.5 crochet hook. And I put it over here, of course, away from me. So let me go get it while you guys decide what yarn I should be using for this blanket. All 3 of them are beautiful. Walmart's is beautiful. That one's beautiful. All right, got my hook. I gotta be careful with my cup. Okay, I got my hook. Now, here, this one. Did you know this hook here? It came out the other day. This one doesn't come out. See? But one of them did. I was able to take it out. I don't know where it is. One of them came out very easily, but these don't come out. These 2 are not coming out. But anyways, 5.5 crochet hook is what she's using. And I'm going exactly by her pattern. This time of day it gets darkening. I'm trying to make sure this is the right hook. Let me just see. No, see, this is why I got to check because all of these are pink. They're all pink. So, and because they're pink, they're hard to read the size. But I like the way it works, the way it crochets. All right, I think I got it. Yep, I got it, guys. So, yeah, this one doesn't come out. I got to find the one that came out. It came out completely, and I popped it back in. All right, so this is a set I got. I got a set that was gifted. I got more than these over there, but this is what I have here with me right now. So let's see what you guys thought. What do you guys think? How you guys doing? All right. Everybody saying hi to each other. Paula, welcome in. How you been? I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Welcome in, Jane. Hello. Oh, you loom too? I cannot have grapefruit because of my... Oh, because of your medication. Oh, okay. I understand. Let me go in here and bring this up. All right. Let me put Nightbot. I forgot to put him in and get him going, okay? Let me do that. If anybody's interested in sharing your link with us with the chat room, and he could do that for you. Let me log in. All right. I'm going with the darker color. I think this one. I think the Walmart one I'm going to go with. These two, I might save it for a different blanket. I'm definitely want to use these two for a blanket. But I think these are the only two I have from Hirschner's left. Because if you see my haul, I bought a few packs, but I used those for my daughter's blanket and another blanket I had to make. And they were crochet. I crochet both blankets. All right, come on. This takes forever. What did y'all cook for dinner today? I had one meal today. I think skip lunch, then I ate at my lunch at 1. And now it's 8:15 p.m. Eastern time, and I have not eaten anything. I was just not in the mood. Sometimes you feel, you know what I mean? You feel like when you feel a certain way. Let's join him. Oh, okay, let me see. Oh, it's last live. Maribel was the top chatter. Maribel, you were the top chatter. Okay, so he should be working. He should be working. All right, so let me type in. So let's see if he's working. So guys, I'm going to go with this one. I don't know if you can see that green. Because of the lighting, it's really light in here. Really bright in here. I'm right under the light so you guys can see better. So I don't have to turn on the lamp. Give Nightbot a minute. Let me go back in there and make sure that he is. Part channel. Let's see here. Is now. Okay, so I had it right. So maybe he's a little slow today. So, all right. All right, let's give him a minute. Let me get to work. So I am going to put these two away. Put them back in the bag they came in. They've been in this bag for like 3 years. Hey, but they're nice and clean. I'm going to... So now, the first row, there are 20 rows. There are 20. This pattern here, these two patterns are all double crochet. So you have to have every graph from here to here has to be 20 double crochet. If you don't have 20 evenly and each one of them here and here, you're going to mess up your craft. So I'm done with the hearts. Right here's where I left off. We're going to add the yarn and start the first row. The first row is going to be all white. So we're going to be using white and green. In the past, and for these two other rows, we had to use a spool to for the colors, for the pattern that she used for those two. But in this one, because you use more green than white, she said we don't have to. So we're just going to make it work. Okay. So let me flip it over. Hold on. I'm excited, guys. I haven't worked on this project. I cannot tell you. I was lost in my piles. On this one's a lot of fun. All right, so the first one, when you start, you just do 2, chain 2. Okay, I'm gonna flip my work. And now I'm gonna work here. So because that is a chain 2, that's 1. You don't put anything here because that's part of chain 2 is considered as a double for this pattern. Okay, so we're gonna go here. So that's what I'm gonna do all the way down. Then we're gonna add the green. Always keep count because you want to make sure that you have 20 and not 21 or 19. You want to make sure that you have 20. Hold on, I'm trying to get me some yarn here. Yeah, so here's one of the spools I use for the purple. So yeah, I just because I like to recycle. I'm a recycle person, 100%. So this is a piece of cardboard from a cereal box. And what I did was I cut it in here and I cut it in here, and that's how I did the spool, and I was using it for the hearts. And so we had to have 6 of them. We had to have 6 of them because these are 6 squares of 20 stitches. Okay. So you have to, and all you should have 100 going across. All right, so this purple is tangled with my white here. Let me just take it out. This has been in a project bag for a very long time. And it's screaming, help, please hurry up. Make me. I want to warm you up, girl. All right. Let me move my juice because you don't want grape juice near your blanket. All right, let me stop being silly. Because I could be silly. And make sure that my yarn is not getting caught with anything. Anyways, I already finished a couple projects, so I'm happy so I could get this out of the way. One, two, we're ready. 3. So guys, what are you working on? Nobody wants to talk. Tell me what you're working on. Is it a secret, guys? Sometimes I'm going to fold it in half because it keeps going down until I get to the end. The other end, or at least halfway. Yeah. Been watching some of y'all videos. This is always considered 1, 2. You guys sometimes get hair caught up in your yarn. Like you find hair on your yarn, like when you're working on it, or you just did a row and you're like, what the heck? Where does hair come from? Human hair, human, not cats. We don't have cats here. I do love cats. I just don't have one. I'm trying to support us. I can't afford a cat right now. All right, so that's 20. Jeez. You know what I love about this yarn? Line brand Pound of Love for blankets. Because although it's a weight 4, it feels very light. Yeah, and I've been looking through my yarn, and I'm like, oh, I want to use you, and I want to use you, and I want to use you, but I gotta finish these. I gotta finish these projects. Plus, I have a commission. I have a blanket that I have to make for someone else. So my daughter was like, Mom, you gotta put down those projects and make that blanket. I'm like, I know, but that baby blanket will be quick because it's not gonna be as a throw. It's gonna be for a baby. So the one I just finished is big. I always overdo it with blankets. Like I always overdo it with blankets. And I say I'm gonna make a throw. I'm going to crochet a throw, but my blankets are always bigger. But yeah, my friend would be happy. Perfect timing. You know, the cold weather's coming. Perfect timing. Let me check the chat room and see what's going on there. Oh, so I see Nightbot is working. Give him a minute. He seems very slow today. So, yep, he dropped Lydia's link to her channel. Yarn Works by Lydia. Yep. I think that tonight I'm going to have an easy meal. I think that... look at the time. I think I'm just gonna, I know it's not good for me, but I think I'm just gonna throw some hot dogs and on the stove and call it the day. Oh, guys, but I am loving, let me talk to you guys this way. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There's some fun stuff going on with StreamYarn. Let's see here. Oh, no, that's not it. Right here. You saw that? All right, since the white row is a little boring, I'm just going to crochet it this way. And then once I get to the green, I'm going to count the rows. She recommends you count your rows. Sometimes, like now, I'm talking and I could get distracted. So make sure you count your stitches. All right, so I made some... You know, sometimes when you have like a sandwich or a hot dog, you want to drink, you want to eat potato chips with it. I do anyways, or French fries. But because I'm trying to lose weight, so what I did was I made my own dill pickles with the cucumbers. And let me tell you, I made it about a week ago. Mwah. They're so easy to make, guys. So easy. So if you have grown a lot of cucumbers, or you could just go to the store and buy them to make your own, or you could just buy a jar of pickle, whatever you want to do. But they are still crispy. They are still crispy and delicious. So what I do is, if I'm gonna have a sandwich, like the other day, I think I had a chicken sandwich. Well, instead of having, my daughter had potato chips here. So instead of eating something like that, you can have a few pickles with it. It's really good. The flavor of it. Yeah. So this hat I'm wearing is from 1960 pattern. And this is called the snood hat. This one I didn't do the bow, but this is how it looks. Usually you wear it back like this. Like this is how you wear it. And then you put a bow here if you want. You don't want a bow, you don't put a bow. But anyways, it's good for spring and it's good for the fall because it's not so hot because it has these holes in it. That's the stitch. So it's a 1960 pattern. I follow a YouTuber here, and I think the name of the channel is vintage crochet, something like that. I'm going to put it in the description box in below once on the replay of this video. But it's called vintage crochet, something like that. So what she does is she has these patterns, these old magazines from the 20s and 30s and 40s. And so she follows the pattern and she does the crochet. She shared with you on here. Those patterns, those books are very hard to find. So she does the tutorial and show you how to the pattern so you could crochet it. Yeah, so she does different things, tops, hats, mostly garments. They're garments. So that's how I found this pattern, this snood pattern. I made one from Jeanette's too. I love that one. I get a lot of got good feedback regarding that one. And Jeanette has it in her channel. If you guys want to go and try it out, it's the snood hat, and it is a quick thing to make one day. You know, yeah. It looks like it looks like, you know, the ladies from the 50s and the 60s, they used to wear it. Yeah. But I wear it to church. You know, I'm a person that when I go to church, I do wear a hat or something on my head. Not everybody does that, but I do that. So I like to have different hats, different colors, different styles. But I also wear it for outdoors when it's cold. I don't wear a scarf or a head covering like some people do, but I do wear hats. And that's only because of a Bible verse I read that says that a woman, when she is in the house of the Lord, or even when you're not and you're in your house and you're praying to the Lord, you should cover your hair. You should cover your hair. So, yeah. So that's what I do. All right, we're going to start agreeing soon. I don't see that anybody's talking about anything. You guys are working on. Nobody's working on anything? Y'all just chilling? Ain't nobody working on anything? Maybe I would like to do what you're working on. Maybe it's a pattern you guys found, or you want to share, just like I shared a pattern here with you guys. I will put it in the description box. I'm interested. I want to do another pattern from her channel. I like vintage stuff back from the old days, old school, you know. I like modern stuff too, but I love vintage stuff. I think it's so beautiful. All right, so we're getting to the end of the row here. And let's hope I got 20. Then we're going to start the green. The last row is tricky. The last stitch, you have to make sure you grab it because remember, it is it's chain 2 and not 3. So you have to make sure you see it. Don't miss it. That's why it's good to count. Sometimes it's very easy to miss that stitch when you're doing double crochet and the two ends are chain 2, which is considered in this pattern as a double. I'm excited. I'm happy. See, this is what makes me happy when you're down in bloom. Pick up a yarn, a hook, and get to work. Yeah. All right, here I am. I'm not supposed to finish the stitch because I'm going to add the green, but until I finish counting, I am going to finish it. And make sure that I have 20. I think I'm going to be working on this tonight until I get tired. You know, you ever had a project like you just can't stop? It's like when you're reading a good book. You know, you're reading this good book. Let me grab my my drink. You're reading a good book and it's so interested. You just can't stop. You just, when you look at the time, oh my gosh, I've been reading 3 hours? That's crazy. Yeah, let me grab my juice because I put it way over here away from the blanket because it is white. I had this juice for a couple weeks and I said it's time I have to drink it because before it gets old. And I'm moving myself over there. All right, so have you guys ever did a vintage? Any crocheted anything vintage from back in the days? $60. No, it's supposed to be 120. Because there's 6 graphs. So it's supposed to be 120 on this one. So it's saying, let me count again. I think I miscounted. It says 117 is impossible. Okay, let's see, anybody here? All right, let me get back to work. Oh, you guys can see. Hold on a second. Whoa. All right, so we are going to take this off. I'll just show you one so you don't get so bored. So this is here. You stop there. You don't cut the yarn because we're going to carry the yarn with us. No yarns are going to be cut. Okay. So now we add the green. Let me find the end to it where I start. Pull start. There's no pull and start here in this green. Sometimes Walmart's yarn, you never have a good, so I'm going to have to get it from the middle. And I'll just be a few more minutes, guys, and then I'll show you the finished work another day. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of people around, and so now, because you did just kept these two white ones here, you're going to add a new color. Oh, wait, this color doesn't go yet. Hold on a second. I got to do 3 crochets of white, I think. 3 crochets of white. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. 4 people, 3 thumbs up. Don't forget it. Help me get to 1,500 subscribers, guys. I'm not far from it, so I could do the giveaway. All right. Faster I get to 500, 1,500. Yes, it was 3, 4, 3, and 4. Okay, I got the graph. All right. So you have to do 3. So that's 1, 2. Okay. Just chain 2. Flip your work. So this has to be 2 chain of 3, 3 double crochets. So there goes my 1, my 2, and then when you get to the third one, you're going to stop halfway. So you got to make sure you have 3. So then you add the green one. At this point, you could tie it or you could just let it hang there. So now you have the green one. Now you're gonna keep moving the white with you while you're crocheting the green. So the green is, I believe, 3 chains, 3 double crochet on the green. Let's see. Yep, 3 whites, 4 greens, and then 6 whites. Later on, you could always sew in your ends. So yeah, tomorrow I'm thinking of giving my daughter some driving lessons. Go back to the chat room. So I did the 4. According to the graph, now I have to bring up the white and do how many? 6 whites, 4 greens. Drop the green, pick up the white, wrap it around, and again, you have to do the last green stitch halfway to then drop the green and pick up the white. Sometimes I forget to do that. I'm like, what the spaghetti and meatballs going on here? So anyways, we keep going. Looks like that. So we're going to do 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one 6, but I'm only going to go halfway. So hold on a second. You have to travel with the green. You have to bring it over. Hold on, I lost my stitch here. Okay. So where's the white? You got to make sure you bring that green with you. And all you got to do is keep it like this. Always make sure it is under that hook. That's what I forgot. So I got to bring the white with the green with me right across. 6 double crochet. Because I have to use the green next. Pull it a little bit, not too tight. You could go check up Jada's and Stitches channel. She has a lot of great patterns. Different blankets, different graphs, real pretty. So I am on number 6. So I'm on number 6. I brought the green with me in the back. Now I drop the white and pick up the green. And this white looks like it's tangled. Pick up the green. I did go to those 2 loops. Now we're going to travel with the white across as I use the green 4 double crochets. So this is how you do this graph. This tutorial is awesome because it's not like you're doing panels separate and then you sew them at the end. No, they're all done like this. It's awesome. No sewing at all. So yeah. So that's how you do it. So we are number 4. Number 4, I go halfway, drop the green, and I think I gotta get some extra yarn here. Pick up the white, which is tangle, of course. Of course, just a little bit, not too much. Don't you hate when you buy new yarn, you're in the middle of a project, and you got this big knot that was inside the yarn? That happened to me the other day. I was so upset. I was like, oh my gosh. All right. Because, you know, you're having fun and you're interrupted by this knot in the yarn. So now you finish that one with the white, double crochet, I believe it's another 3. Then, because you don't want that green to look like that, you always got to pull this yarn a little bit and it'll disappear. Yeah, and then you continue. So far, I added the green and white. So tomorrow, I was thinking of taking my daughter for some driving lessons. And that's going to be a lot of fun because she's been such a good driver lately. Student. Now you do 4 greens and 3 whites. So, yeah, so I'm going to take her tomorrow. After that, 3, 6, then 3 green, 6 green, 3 whites. So this is the end of this square for here, for this graph. We did 3 whites, 3 whites. Each corner should start with 3 whites. So we're going to drop the green, travel again. But now we have to do 3 whites. I believe that's what she has there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4, and 3. The first green was over the heart. So I think it is the green that I have to pick. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep going. It's hard to do the graph when you're on a live and you have to watch the other video. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. Take her for some driving lessons. So you should have 3 and 3, I believe. And I'm going to stop here. Pull that yarn. Make sure you're carrying that green over. Drop. Pick up the green. And then you do 4. But make sure that white is right there. 1, 2, 3. Go through halfway 4. Pull that white yarn, making sure it's not loose. And there you go, 4. And then let me check the chat room, see what's going on. Woo. Guys, just for you, I have no AC on, no fan, just so that you could be able to hear me. Hello, Jane. Welcome, Jane. How are you? How you doing? I see you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, guys. So I am going to let me see here because I don't want to make this live too long. And it's been an hour. So I'm gonna just give you a little peek at it and show you how easy it is to do. Go check out Jada and Stitches. I will put the link to this graph in hold on a second, in this chat room, but also I'm going to put it in the description box below. But you could check out her channel. She has much more. I want to play with these. Look, it's a circle. Woo. She has so many beautiful other blankets and stuff. Jada and Stitches. It's a great channel. And let me go find it and put it in here since I have Lydia's the only moderator here, but I don't know if she's here. So let me get Jada's and Stitches link to this graph blanket I'm doing, her tutorial. And I'm just going to keep working on this for tonight. And tomorrow is Thursday. So, I have a surprise for you guys tomorrow. Computer Wi-Fi is so slow. Yeah, I want my daughter to take out her license and conquer fear of driving, like we all had. You know, keep her on the road, then get her back, and then get her on the highway. I mean, I know adults that won't even drive on the highway, even though they got their license. They'd rather just go through the back roads. Let me hold on. Let me put this just in case she starts talking. All right, I'm just getting it for you guys. This is the 2023 because she has different ones with the year on it. That's the link right there to Jada's and Stitches to this blanket that I'm crocheting right now. And there it goes right here. But you could check out other tutorials that she has. They look like they're a lot of fun. I think you would enjoy some of them. Or maybe all. Who knows? All right, so everybody drop their links. Type in the word blue so that I about would drop your link. So stay tuned for the finish of the March row that I will be sharing with you guys with this blanket. It is beautiful, baby. So I'm in the green right here, but she's going to turn out fine, you know, and it's very soft and lightweight. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. trying to get my projects done. God bless everyone. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in these YouTube Street. Bye for now.